Hi, my name's Shreya Sreejith, and I'm a junior in high school. And today I'm going to be talking about the role of the gut microbiome in Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease. So, the way I came about this topic was I've always had a deep interest for neuroscience. Ever since I was young, I've always been interested in the brain or neurons, anything. So I knew I wanted to connect my research paper to neuroscience somehow. And my mom, who works in the GI field, mentioned to me that there had been some studies on the connection between the gut microbiome and some neurodegenerative diseases. So when I started researching about it more, I fell in love with the topic. So that's why I chose to write my research paper on this. So let's get into it. So why Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease? So both Parkinson's and Alzheimer's are very devastating neurodegenerative diseases. Millions worldwide suffer from the cognitive decline, motor issues, memory loss, and unfortunately, even though has there has been extensive research, there's still no cure yet for either of these diseases. But what if improving your gut health could help slow or prevent these diseases? So that was my main guiding question throughout writing this whole research paper. And I was always looking back at the question to make sure that I was properly answering it. So, what exactly is the gut-brain axis? So, the gut-brain axis is the communication network linking the gut to the brain. So, there are trillions of bacteria living in our digestive system, also known as the gut microbiota, which plays a major role in this interaction. So, when there's an imbalance in the gut microbiota, also known as dysbiosis, it will lead to chronic inflammation and it will decline our brain health, our cognitive health as well. So in this image, you can see there's dysbiosis here. These are the healthy gut micro microbes, and then when dysbiosis occurs, you can see Alzheimer's and Parkinson's stem from this dysbiosis. So now we can talk about the connection between Parkinson's disease and the gut. So Parkinson's is, as I mentioned before, is where you see symptoms such as cognitive loss or memory loss, cognitive decline. And this is because of the buildup of a protein called alpha-synuclein in the brain. But researchers have found that it can actually start accumulating in the gut. And also, studies suggest that gut inflammation and changes in the microbiota diversity might worsen the Parkinson's symptoms. So, in this image you see here, this is a GI system, and these are healthy and intestinal microbiota. And this vagus nerve is what connects with the gut-brain axis and plays a vital role in connecting to the brain. So when everything is healthy within all the microbiota, it your brain will function normally. But when you see dysbiosis here, there's GI disturbances, there's constipation, there's pain, and then the vagus nerve is what connects the gut-brain axis that helps connect the gut-brain axis, and then that is what leads to the Parkinson's disease and kind of starts the buildup of the alpha-synuclein. So next, the connection between Alzheimer's disease and the gut. So this image here helps really vi helps visualize the connection between like a neuron and the gut microbiota. So on the left-hand side, you can see the gut microbiota is all healthy, which promotes homeostatic microglia and homeostatic astrocytes, which therefore, again, promotes a healthy neuron. Where you can see on the Alzheimer's side, on the right-hand side, there is dysbiosis. So you can see they're inflamed, and that will react create a reactive microglial and a reactive astrocyte. And then the tau proteins in your brain will aggregate, and then the tangles will form, which will damage or create a dead neuron. So overall, the gut microbiome influences plaque and tangle formation, and it will also increase inflammation and accelerate cognitive decline. So, something we can do within our daily lifestyle that can reduce our risk of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's is our diet. So, the Mediterranean diet have shown many benefits into reducing the risk of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. So, the diet is eating whole grains, fruits and vegetables, fish and seafood, fish, dairy, and kind of avoiding meat and sweets as much as possible. So this is what helps promote a healthy gut microbiome. So this is something that is currently with all the studies known to be the most effective because the others aren't fully researched yet. But this can be something that you can implement in your daily lives to help reduce your risk. So some other treatments are probiotics and prebiotics. So those are supplements to help restore a healthy balance of the gut bacteria, and also doing a Mediterranean diet along with taking these probiotics and prebiotics could be the best for reducing your inflammation. Another is nanotechnology. So this is prominent and being researched in a lot of other diseases. But this is where the tiny particles can cross the blood-brain barrier to deliver the treatments directly to the affected areas. So that would be where the tau protein is aggregating or where the alpha-synuclein is building up. And then finally, it would be the personalized medicine, which is the most effective but the hardest to accomplish because everyone's gut microbiome or gut microbiota are very unique. So it's hard to create one treatment for all because everyone's gut microbiota is one of a kind. So this is very difficult, but with future research, this would be a very helpful and very interesting treatment that could possibly help reduce Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. So challenges in the research, I kind of mentioned before, it's still unclear whether the gut issues trigger the neurodegenerative diseases or result from them. So we don't know which way it goes, kind of. When you're doing studies and all the studies I've kind of gone through, it does show a connection, but we're unaware whether if the Alzheimer's is present first and then the gut microbiome is affected or the other way around. And like I said before, the variations in the gut microbiome. So each person's gut microbiome is unique. So it makes it challenging to develop treatments that will work for everyone. So to conclude, research on the gut-brain axis offers new hope for treating diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. Um, Focusing on gut health. So that could be a balanced diet, a healthy lifestyle, which can fully improve your gut microbiota, potentially slowing the progression of the disease. And then finally, future research is essential. So continuing studies are needed to fully understand the complex relationship between the gut health and the brain function. So that's what is really important into figuring out whether our gut health can really help improve it. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope you guys enjoyed.